was once a kingdom at the edge of the great mountain range. Legend had it that a little girl who was raised by wolves lived in the mountains. Over the years, many hunters claimed to have seen a fierce, beautiful woman hunting with the wolf packs on desolate mountainsides. But nobody had ever been able to prove her existence. One day the king received alarming news. A rival kingdom planned to attack. The king called his son, who had never been tested. The king suspected he would not be strong enough to fight alone. Oddly, the king remembered the legend of the wolf girl and began to think. The king said to his son Tian, "Go to the mountain and capture as many wolves as you can. Use them to find the wolf girl, then bring her to me." Tian traveled to the mountains with a group of men and soon captured several wolves. That night, he was awakened by a loud thwomp and the sound of a spear planted next to his head. He opened his eyes to see his men tied up and another spear before his face. A beautiful woman with menacing face stood over Tian. "Release my brothers, or I'll have your head," she said.
Tian replied, "I'll release your brothers. I'm not here for them. I'm here for you, to bring you back to the king for an audience."
But the woman answered, "I care not for your king. I'd prefer to turn you into a kebab for my family to feast on."
"I beg of you to come with me," Tian replied. "You may defeat me, but if I do not return with you, many others will come and terrorize you."
The woman, whose name was May, had seen hunters before and knew that many hunters with guns would be a problem. "Then I alone will come with you," May said. "Release my brothers and let's get on with it." As soon as the king saw the woman, he rose from his throne. "Oh, great wolf warrior," the king cried, "you've come just in time. Our kingdom will soon come under attack. Please, you must lead our troops to stop the invaders." Tian heard this with great surprise. He had hoped that one day he would lead the kingdom's armies. May, on the other hand, was unimpressed. "Why should I get involved?" she asked. "Man is a virus. All you do is take. All of you are my enemy. Why should I take sides among you?" The king replied, "Perhaps, but we are the enemy that you know and thus can manage. We have always respected your borders. The new enemy probably will not." May considered this. She understood the logic. "Move your people to the top of the mountain and hide them. When this new enemy attempts to climb the mountain, my family and I will surprise them with an attack from the high ground." The king did as May instructed. When the invaders came, May and the wolves destroyed them in battle. Badly defeated, the remaining invaders retreated. During these days, May and Tian fell in love. May approached the king and asked to marry his son. "I agree to this marriage and give you my blessing," the king said. "I love my son and did my best to protect him and give him everything I never had. However, there is one thing I was never able to give him." The old king took May's hand. The two felt each other's hands. In the king's hand, May felt the type of callus that only comes from thousands of swings of a sword. In May's hand, the king felt the type of callus that only comes from thousands of thrusts of a spear. They immediately connected. The king said, "I never gave him the calluses of a hard life, the greatest gift a parent can give a child." A diamond is only made with pressure.